Okay, guys, welcome to lecture 22 allegations, um, class number 2. So, in this class, see, already we have seen the formula of allegation, and in this class, we are just going to do questions from the allegations. All right. So, once again, let us see what is allegation is. Allegation is just weighted average. All right. Allegation is nothing but just weighted average. So what is weighted average? Weighted average AW is equals to N1 A1 plus N2 A2 divided by N1 plus N2. This is weighted average. Now what else we did here is we kept two methods of doing so. Okay. How to find weighted average? We would place AW in the middle. We would place A1 here, average 1 here, average 2 here, and we will write n1 here and n2 here, and the ratio n1 is to n2 is equals to what? A2 minus AW is to AW minus A1. This is our this cross mix method, and one method we practiced was the line method. What we were doing in this line method is basically, okay, what we were doing in this line method is basically that we are so what we are doing in this line method basically is that we put our average AW in between A2 and A1. Okay, in between A2 and A1, for any average A1 and A2, we will have its average, its weighted average in between those average. All right, in between those average. So we will write N1 here and we will write N2 here. Then we will write what this N1 is responsible for this distance, that is A2 minus AW, and this N2 is responsible for this distance, that is AW minus A1. Okay, that is AW minus A1. So in this way we can do things. All right, and I showed you more methods of doing such things. So let's go into our questions and see how can we refresh the application part of this. Okay, so look at this question. What this question is saying: Sherman decides to travel 100 kilometer in 8 hours. All right, Sherman decides to travel 100 kilometer in 8 hours, partly by foot and partly on a bicycle. His speed on the foot being 10 kilometer per hour, and that on a bicycle being 20 kilometer per hour. What distance would he travel on the foot? So it is given that total distance is 100 kilometer. All right. Total distance is 100 kilometer. Time taken to travel that 100 kilometer is 8 hours. Okay. His speed on the foot. So foot pace speed is how much? 10 kilometer per hour. All right. And his speed on a bicycle is what? His speed on a bicycle is 20 kilometer per hour. Okay, fine. So see, what is average speed? Average speed is distance traveled, total distance traveled upon total time taken. Okay, so this distance is 100 and this total time is how much? 8. So what we are going to get here is, this is 25 by 4, 25 by 2, that is 12.5 kilometer per hour. 12.5 kilometer per hour, we will get the average speed here. See, what is average speed is total distance traveled upon total time taken. Now this 12.5 is the is the average speed, because 100 kilometer it is totally traveling in 8 hours. When he is traveling on foot, then 10 kilometer per hour, and when he is traveling on bicycle, then 20 kilometer per hour. Fine. Now where is our weighted average here? Okay, so now let us try to apply the concept of weighted average here. We got average speed how much? 12.5. Fine. Okay, this 12.5 we got. Fine. Now look at this. We have this average AW to 12.5 here. We have this 10 kilometer per hour speed here. And we have this 12 kilometer per hour speed here. So we have what? N1. Let us assume N1 is the time taken. Okay, n1 is the time taken. Okay, and this n1 is the time by which he is traveling this 10 km per hour, and let us take n2 be the time by which this person is traveling by bicycle on 20 km per hour. This is 20 km per hour, please pardon me, this is 20 km per hour. So what we are going to do here, this n1 by n2 is equals to how much? N1 by n2 is equals to this, n1 is corresponding to this. So what is this distance? 7.5. So we will write 7.5 here. Okay, and n2 is corresponding to this distance. Okay, and this is how much? This is 2.5. So what we are getting here, that the ratio of n1 by n2 is 3 is to 1. Okay, we got here the ratio of n1 and n2 is 3 is to 1. Fine, we got here the ratio of n1 and n2 is 3 is to 1. Now what? Now see, this is the ratio, this is the ratio, and we have total 8 hours. Okay, so whenever there is ratio, jab ratio we will study, so then we will see how to do the question of ratio. But here application came, so I have to tell. Okay, see, mixture and alligation is a combined part, but alligation is a weighted average. For mixture we need ratio. Okay, for mixture we need the concept of ratio, but concept of ratio is simple. Okay, like for example, it is saying you have 10 liters of liquid. Okay, and in that you have, let's say, um you have, let's say, uh let's say you have 15 liters of liquid. Okay, let's say you have 15 liters of liquid, and in that you have the ratio of milk and water in 2 is to 1. So there is 2 parts of milk and 1 part of water. Okay, there is 2 part of milk and 1 part of water. Okay, so see how we will do. We are having this 15 liter of liquid, and their ratio is 2 is to 1. So if you have to find how much milk and how much water is there, you will do what? 2 plus 1, 3, and you will divide this 15 by 3. So total you have 5 parts of this liquid. Okay, total you have 5 parts of this liquid with 2 parts of milk and 1 part of water each. Okay, total 5 parts with 2 parts of water and 1 part of 2 parts of milk and 1 part of water each. Fine. So now you can take from here that you have 10 liter of milk, okay, and 5 liter of water. In the 15 liter of milk you have 10 liter of milk and 5 liter of water. So now you have this 10 is to 5 is what? 2 is to 1. This is the ratio we were getting, and 10 plus 5 is what? 15. Okay, so this is how we do. I hope you might be able to understand what ratio is. So I am saying that the time taken ratio, let's write T1 or T2 here, is 3 is to 1. Okay, so total how many parts of time you can do? 4 parts. Total 8 hours you are traveling. Total 2 hours. One part is of 2 hours. Okay. So we know this T1 is equals to 3 times of T2. Okay, this T1 is equals to 3 times of T2. So this T2 is what? We know bicycle wala part tha. Okay, this T2 was time taken on traveling on the bicycle. Okay, so we get this T2 as 2 hours. Okay, because 3 is to 1 hai, so TB is 2 hours. And for TF, we are getting how much? 3 into 2, that is 6 hours. And if your speed is 10 kilometer per hour in 6 hours, how much distance are you going to travel? 60 kilometers. 60 kilometers of distance. So now this is 60 kilometer. See, now here I explain the concept of the ratio. Then it looks like that I have explained a lot, and how will we will do so much in exam, but it is not so. See, if we do knowing all the concepts, the question is so simple. It is given to you that we have one person traveling at foot at the speed of 10 kilometer per hour, and another person traveling by bicycle at the speed of 20 kilometer per hour. All right, and the average speed we got from here, what? 100 by 8, that is 12.5 kilometer per hour. Okay, 12.5 kilometer per hour. So I am saying that T1 time is spent on traveling um, by foot, and T2 time is spent on traveling by bicycle. Let's write this as T1, TB, or and this as TF. So what is TF by TB? We know this is responsible for this distance, and this distance is how much? 7.5 kilometer, and this is responsible for pulling this towards this side. So this is 2.5 kilometer. So you have this what? 7.5 divided by 2.5, which is what? 3. So the ratio you are getting as what? 3 is to 1. Traveling of foot by traveling of bicycle, what you are getting? 3 is to 1. Okay, fine, fine for us. Now, mm, what happens here is that we need uh, uh, this is the ratio of the time. So in 8 hours, there will be how many parts? 3 plus 1. So this becomes 2 hours. So we know time spent on bicycle is 2 hours, and time spent on foot is how much? 3 into TB, that is 6 hours. And if I am traveling by foot at 10 kilometer per hour speed, then how much distance I am going to travel? 60 kilometers. So this is simple. Okay, this is that simple. See, no big calculation is there. This is very intuitive. All right. So I hope everybody is able to understand this thing. Let's move forward a bit. Now see, look at this question we have. It is saying a bonus of 1 lakh was divided among 500 workers of a factory. Okay. Each male worker gets 500 rupees and each female worker gets 100 rupees. Find the number of male workers in the factory. Okay. So it is saying a bonus of 1 lakh is divided among 500 workers of a factory. Okay. So according to this, there is 1 lakh bonus, 1 lakh amount. Okay, 100,000. This is 1 lakh, fine. It is divided among 500 workers of factory. So what is the average? Average is 200 rupees for each. But see what the question is saying, each male worker is getting 500 rupees. Okay, each male worker is getting 500 rupees and each female worker is getting 100 rupees only. Okay, now find the number of male workers in the factory. Again, we will come to this line method. Average we have how much? 200 rupees, because 1 lakh rupees is divided among 500 people equally or not equally. Average you will be getting how much? 200 rupees. Okay, 200 rupees. So average is 200 rupees. Okay. The male worker 500, and this is the number of male worker. Okay, this is the number of female worker, and they are getting how much? 100. Okay, 100. Now this NM is able to pull this side and this NF is able to pull this side. Okay, this NF is able to pull this side. So we definitely have our ratio here. What is NM? NF by NM. So what is this NF? This is 300. And what is this NM? This is 100. So again we have the ratio 3 is to 1. 3 is to 1. That is, uh, uh, we will divide this. 3 is to 1 we are getting. Alright. Now we will divide this 500 by 4. Why? Because see, total number of female workers and male workers are in the ratio 3 is to 1. Okay. तो इसका मतलब क्या है कि 500 में 3 parts क्या हैं आपके? You have these um, 3 parts. You are having what? Female workers, and 1 part you are having male worker. Okay, in 500 you are having 3 parts as male workers and female workers, and 1 part as male worker. Fine. So see, now this can be done directly here also, because see, if you are having this 500 by 4, okay, so definitely it is divisible है ना? Definitely this is divisible, because you know 100 is divisible 25 times. So 5 into 25, that is 125. Okay, 125. Fine. So now you know number of female worker is how much? Now you already know the number of male worker is 125, and that is only asked. Number of female worker is how much? 3 into 125, that is 375. Okay, that is 375. So I hope everybody is clear with this thing. This is a very similar question to the earlier one. But in allocations, if we have to solve question, we will get these kinds of question only. Okay. When I will teach you the concept of the mixture and also we will combine the concept of the allegation, then we will study more complex questions. Okay. So I hope that you are able to do this much. Okay, this is very easy. We are able to do this much. Once again, you can see what we did here was like in the earlier question, we calculated average speed. Similarly, here we calculated the average sum given to each worker. So average we got how much? 1 lakh divided by 500. So that became 200. Okay, now each male worker gets 500 rupees and each female worker get 100 rupees. So find the number of male workers in the factory. So number of male workers, how we are going to find? First we'll put the average here. Here 500, here 100. We put our NF and NM here, and NF by NM we got how much? This 300 by 100. So again we were getting ratio 3 is to 1. Okay, so now we are getting this 500 divided by 4. So I know this is 125 because 100 by 4 is 25. So 5 into 25. So this becomes 125. Fine, this becomes 125 and this is only asked because the ratio is 3 is to 1. You know now what is one part. And if you were asked the number of female workers, that is 375. You add both of these, you get 500. Okay. So I think some of the concept of ratio is also getting cleared here. Okay. Now let's move to the next question. Again, look at this question. What this question is saying, a mixture of 40 liters of milk and water contains 10% water. Okay. A mixture of 40 liters of milk and water contains 10% water. Fine. How much water should be added it to increase the percentage of water to 25%? Okay. Now see, this question can be done with the method of allegation, but see, this question is simple. Our aim is to solve the question in the examination. It is not by a particular method. Guys, look at this question. What this question is saying, a mixture of 40 liters of milk and water contains 10% water. How much water should be added to it to increase the percentage of water to 25%? Now, see, this question is very simple. यहाँ पे even without allegation we can do this question. Okay, so you have 40 liters of milk and water, all right, and it is saying you have 10% of water. So what is 10% of 40? Obviously we know 4. So we have 4 liter of water. Now whatever question is saying, just do that and you will get your answer. So say the question is saying how much water should be added, how much water should be added to this to increase the percentage to 25%. So because the question is saying we are doing that. Okay, so now the amount of water, let us take x. So 4 plus x quantity of water divided, sorry, not divided, 4 plus x quantity of water is added to this. So we will have 40 plus x quantity of total mixture. Okay, so it is saying how much water should be added to it to increase the percentage of water to 25%. Now in this mixture, water is 25%. That means what? 1/4 of 40 by plus x is equals to water. And how much water is there? 4 plus x. So what we will get here? We will have 40 plus x into 60 is equals to 16 plus 4x. Now this 40 minus 16 is what? 24 is equals to what? 3x. So x is what? 8. So how much water we have to add? 8 liters? Just 8 liters water? Okay. So I hope this is very clear. यहाँ पे we don't have to use allegation as well. This is very simple. Why? Because see, it was given that you have 40 liter of milk and 10% of this is water. So 10% of this is water. So we have 4 liter of milk. Sorry, 4 liter of water and 36 liter of milk. Fine, good for us. ठीक है, 36 liter of milk. Now it is whatever the question is saying, just do that. What it is saying, add more water. Okay, we added more water, so we'll add more water here as well. Okay, because if we are adding water, then the quantity of this mixture is also increasing. So put 40 plus x here as well. Okay, now it is saying that how much water should be added to increase it by 25%. Okay, to increase the percentage of water to 25%. So what it is basically saying that now the new percentage of water comes to be 25%. So fine, we will do it 25%. So 1 by 4 of 40 plus x is equals to how much? 25% is what? 1 by 4. 25 by 100 is 1 by 4. So I wrote it directly. So 1 by 4 into 40 plus x is equals to how much? 4 plus x. Obviously, now you get 8 liters from here. I hope you understood this concept. Okay, this was very simple. Now let's move forward. Now look at this question, what it is saying. Two buckets. Okay, once more. Look at this question. It is saying two vessels contain a mixture of spirit and water. In the first vessel, the ratio of spirit to water is 8 is to 3. Fine. In the second vessel, the ratio is 5 is to 1. Fine. A 35-liter cask is filled from these vessels so as to contain a mixture of spirit and the water in the ratio 4 is to 1. How many liters are taken from the first vessel? Okay. Now it is saying that there are two vessels and they are containing a mixture of spirit plus water. So you have this 8 is to 3 and you have this 5 is to 1. Okay, second vessel is 5 is to 1. Now a 35-liter cask is there. 35-liter cask is there. Okay. Um, is filled from these vessels so as to contain the mixture of spirit and water in the ratio 4 is to 1. Okay. So see, if the mixture, you have this 35-liter cask. Okay. So if we are having this 35-liter cask and the ratio of spirit and water is 4 is to 1, then how much water and spirit you are having? Okay, so spirit is to water ratio is 4 is to 1. We will do 4 plus 1 5. So 35 by 5 you will do, you will get each part of 7. Okay, each part of 7. So that means we are having 28 liters of spirit here and we are having um how much liters? 7 liters of water here. Okay, we are having 28 liters of spirit here and 7 liter of water here. Okay, now it is asking how many liters are taken from the first vessel. Okay, how many liters are taken from the first vessel? Fine. Now see, whenever this is contributing, okay, whenever this is contributing, so let's say this is 35-liter. So if we are putting, for example, say 11 liters from here. Okay, if we are putting 11 liters from here, so we are putting 8 liters of spirit. Okay, and 3 liter of water. Okay, and if we are putting from this one, then we are putting, if we are putting 6 liter from here. Okay, if we are putting 6 liter from here, then I am putting 5 liter of spirit and 1 liter of water. Okay, and 1 liter of water. But what if I put 24 liters from here? Then I will be putting 20 liter of spirit from here and 4 liter of water from here, because this seems to be very feasible for me because it is a 35-liter flask, and if I do 11 plus 24 I will get 35 liter. So when I will do 20 plus 8, so I will get 28 liter of spirit and 7 liter of water and 7 liter of water. So how many liters are taken from the first vessel? 11 liter only. Okay, 11 liter only. See, I hope you understood this. If not, let us revise this. Okay, let us revise this because we did this on a very intuitive basis. Okay, we did this on a very intuitive basis. What we did here, see, the question is saying two vessels contain a mixture of spirit and water. In the first vessel, the ratio of spirit to water is 8 is to 3. Okay, so what is the meaning of 8 is to 3? 8 is to 3 means if you are taking 11 liters of this liquid which has the mixture of spirit and water in the ratio 8 is to 3, it means you are putting 8 liter of spirit and 3 liters of water. Okay, because the ratio is this, okay, fine. And if you are taking this 5 is to 1, that means for every 6 liter, there is 5 liter of spirit and there is 1 liter of water. Okay, for every 6 liter, you have 5 liter of spirit and 1 liter of water. Now it is saying I have filled these two liquids in a cask which is of 35 liters. Okay, which is of 35 liters. Now what is the mixture? Okay, so this is 4 is to 1, the ratio here is 4 is to 1. So now 4 is to 1 is what? Okay, 4 is to 1 is what? So we have here 4 is to 1. All right. This will be equal to 35 by 5, that is 7. We have one part of 7 liter, so this has four parts of spirit and one part of water. So one part is 7 liter, so we have 7 liter of water and we have 28 liters of spirit. Okay, now what I will do, I will take 4 liters from here. So 11 plus 24 will become 35 for me. So I will take this 20 liter from here. So this 8 liter is enough for me, and I will take what? When I am taking 4 times this, then I will take 4 liter from here. So if someone asks you that how much liter you are taking from the second vessel, obviously you can tell 20 liter, and how much liter of water you are taking, obviously this. Okay, so total they are asking. So 11 liters from here and 24 liters from here. So obviously 11 liters is the answer. Okay, fine. Obviously 11 liter is the answer. See, if you are trying to take 22 liters from here, okay, if you are trying to take, let's say, 22 liters from here, then you will be having 16 liter of spirit. Okay, 16 liter of spirit. But you have 28 liter of spirit, and because this is a factor of 5, 12 will not come. So that is why we did not take 22. Okay, that is why we took 11 only, because that will make our calculation feasible. Okay, so I hope everybody understood this. These are a little simpler question than what we have done earlier. Okay, then fine. Then let's move on to the next question. Okay, now look at this question. What this question is saying, you have two buckets of equal capacity are full of a mixture of milk and water. In the first, the ratio of milk to water is 1 is to 7, and in the second, it is 3 is to 8. Now, both the container are mixed in bigger container. What is the resulting ratio of milk is to water? Okay, so what it is saying, two buckets of equal capacity. So we have two buckets of equal capacity. Here is what? Here the ratio is 1 is to 7. Okay. And here the ratio is 3 is to 8. 3 is to 8. Now both the mixture are mixed in a bigger container. So because these are of equal capacity, let us find what is the equal capacity for them. So see, you have, if you are taking 8 liters from here, then you will get what? 1 liter of milk and 7 liter of water. If you are taking 11 liters from here, you will be getting 3 liters of milk and 8 liters of water. Okay, now because see, Abhi, we have to make this of equal quantity, these two buckets of equal quantity. So how can we make? We will have to multiply 11 here and 8 here, because both of these are co-prime numbers. Okay, so basically we took its LCM only. Now you have 88 liters. Okay, now you have 88 liters each. Fine, you have 88 liters each. Now it is asking what is the resulting ratio of milk to water. Fine, now because you are taking 88 liter from here, so in 88 liter, how much milk you will be getting from here? 11. And how much milk you will be getting from here? 24. So this will become 35. Fine. How much water you will be getting from here? 77. How much water you will be getting from here? 64. 64. So what is 77 plus 64? 141. So you get 35 is to 141. I hope this is clear for everyone. Okay, I hope this is clear for everyone. See what we did here. This question is very simple. Very simple in what sense? Just do what the question is saying to you. Okay, in allegations, once you know that where to shift of this number line or this method, then other questions are very simple. What it is saying, two buckets of equal capacity are full of a mixture of milk and water. So we have these two buckets that are of equal quantity. Now they are saying that we have this 1 is to 7 ka ratio, and then we have this 3 is to 8 ka ratio. So what is the information I get from here, that if I am taking 8 liters of this mixture which is filled here, then I will get 1 liter of milk, because it is the ratio of milk is to water, and then I will get 7 liter of water. And here when I am taking this, so then I will be getting 3 liters of milk and 8 liters of water, 8 liters of milk, 3 liters of milk and 8 liters of water. And this is what, this is when I am taking 11 liters. Now both of these are co-prime numbers, so to make the quantity of this bucket equal, what I am going to do here is, I will multiply here by 11 and I will multiply here by 8. Otherwise देखिए, if they would have 8 and 4, okay, if they would have 8 and 4, then I would have made this 8. Okay, no problem. But because these are co-prime number and we know what an LCM is, so 88 liter, we are taking that the capacity of these bucket is 88 liter. So in 88 liter, how much milk this is going to contribute? One part of this, so 11. So 11 it comes to be, and from here how much milk is going to come? This is 3 into 8, that is 24. So that comes to be 35. When we calculate this 35, there only we come to know that this is our answer. Okay, there only we come to know that this is our answer. So I hope everybody is fine with this. Let's move forward. Okay, guys, look at this question. We are having this question. What this question is saying. Um, See what this question is saying, that there are two kinds of alloys of silver and copper. The first alloy contains silver and copper such that 93.33% of it is silver, and in the second alloy we have 86.66% of silver. What weight of the first alloy should be mixed with some weight of the second alloy so that to make a 100 kilogram mass containing 90% of silver. So we have this one alloy containing 93.33% of silver, and another alloy we have 86.66% of silver. So this is first alloy, this is second alloy. Now this 93.33% of silver means that in 100 kg we have 93.33 kg of silver and 6.67% 6.67 kg of copper. And what does this means? We have 100 kg. So this has 86.66 kg of silver. Okay, this has 86.66 kg of silver, and this has what? 13.3334 kg of what? Of um, copper. All right. Now, see, it is asking what weight of the first alloy should be mixed with. Okay, I'm sorry. Um, it is asking what weight of the first alloy should be mixed with some weight of the second alloy, so as to make a 100 kilogram mass containing 90% of silver. So we have this as what? Um, we have to make a alloy in which in 100 kilogram we have 90 kilogram silver. Okay, we have 90 kilograms silver. Fine. So how we will do this? How we will do this? So basically to make it 90 kilogram in 100 kilogram, now you know that in 9, if you are adding this, okay, if you are adding this 100 plus 100, so in 200 kilogram, you are having how much silver? 93.33, and let us take is that 86.67. So I am getting as this becomes to be 0, this becomes to be 0, this becomes to be 0, and this becomes to be 180. So in 200 kilogram, I am having 180 when I am mixing 100 and 100. Okay. So for 100 kilogram, I will have 90. So I will have to mix how much? 50 and 50. Okay, 50 and 50. So I hope everybody is clear with this. Now our answer comes to be 50 kg. Okay, now our answer comes to be 50 kg. Okay, guys, look at this question. Uh, okay, guys, look at this question. What this question is saying? A 10% gain is made by selling the mixture of two types of milk. Uh, Okay, guys, look at this question. I am thinking of a pure allegation question here. So, a mixture is worth rupees 80 kg is formed by mixing two types of flour. Okay, so a mixture is worth rupees 80 kg, and this mixture has been formed by mixing two types of flour, one costing 50 uh, per kg, okay, and other costing 110 per kg, and other costing 110 per kg. Fine. So, in what proportion must they have been mixed? Okay, in what proportion must they have been mixed? So, see, this is very simple. This will be 50 for you, this will be 80 for you, this will be 110 for you. Okay, so in what proportion? N1 by N2, and this N1 is causing how much? This N1 is causing you this. Um 30 kg difference, and this is causing you how much? Again 30. So the mixture is in what format? N1 is to N2, that is 1 is to 1. 1 is to 1, because see, it is exactly putting in the middle. So 1 is to 1. Okay, this is very simple. Fine. Let us see the next question. What will be the ratio of honey and water in the final solution formed by mixing honey and water that are present in three vessels of equal capacity, 4 is to 1, 5 is to 2, and 6 is to 1? Okay, again a similar kind of question. You have 4 is to 1 here. You have 5 is to 2 here, and you have 6 is to 1 here. So let us assume that there are 5 parts here. So you will are getting 4 parts of uh, honey and one part of water, and here you are having 5 parts of honey and 2 parts of water, and here you are having 6 parts of honey and 2 parts of water, sorry, 1 part of water. Here you are having 7, and here you are having 7. Okay, now equal capacity की बात हो रही है, तो multiply 7 here, multiply 5 here, and multiply 5 here. Okay, multiply 5 here. Now 35 liter of this will give 28 liter of honey. 35 liter of this will give how much? 25 liter of honey, and 35 liter of this will give how much? 30 liter of honey. So what is this? 25, 28 plus 25 is 53, and 53 plus 30 is 83. Okay, so we have 83. Now we have 83 in two options. We'll check again. Okay, from here I am getting 7 liter of water. 7 liter of water. From here I am getting 10 liter of water, and from here I am getting again 5 liter of water only. So what is this becoming? 12 plus 10, that is 22. So 83 is to 22. So this is so simple for us. All right, this is so simple for us. Now let's move for another question. Okay, fine. Now see, we already did this question. Take this question. two solution of 80% and 87% purity are mixed in 35 liters of mixture of purity 84%. How much is the quantity of first solution in the resulting mixture? Okay. So what it is saying, two solution of 80% and 87% purity are mixed, resulting in 35-liter mixture of 84%. How much is the quantity of first solution? Okay, how much is the quantity of first solution in the second? Okay, so see here you can do what? 80% and 87%, and average you are getting 84%. Okay, n1 is to n2 you can do. Now what is n1? This is 87 minus 4, that is 3. Okay, 3. And what is n2? This is 80 minus 84, 84 minus this is 4. So n1 is to n2 is mixed in the ratio of 3 is to 4. Okay, 3 is to 4. So obviously you know that now this 35 liter can be divided by 7, because this ratio 3 plus 4 है ना. So this is 7 by 5. So n1 will be equal to what? N1 will be equal to 3 into 5, and n1 is what? Our first solution. So we will get 50 liter. We will get 50 liter. So यहाँ पे alligation भी use हुआ and रेशियो और प्रोपोर्शन भी यूज हुआ, तो इसी को हम एलिगेशन और मिक्सचर कहते हैं. ओके, सो वी से दिस एज एलिगेशन एंड मिक्सचर. ओके फाइन, लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट कॉन्सेप्ट. आई मीन next question. Look at this question we have. It is saying a container is full of mixture of kerosene and petrol in which there is 18% kerosene. 8 liters are drawn off and that vessel is filled with petrol. If the kerosene is now 15%, how much does the container hold? Okay, how much does the container hold? So it is saying a container is a full of mixture of kerosene and petrol in which there is 18% kerosene. Okay, 8 liters are drawn off and then the vessel is filled with petrol. Okay, if the kerosene is now 15%, how much does? So just look at the question. Okay, so first it is saying we have kerosene and petrol. Okay, and it is 18% kerosene, means it has 72, I think. Okay, 82% petrol. Fine. 8 liters are drawn off and then the vessel is filled with petrol. Okay, so see, if it is in 18 by 82, okay, 18 by 82, तो अगर यहाँ से रेशियो पता चल जाता तो then it would have been okay, but let us this ratio is like how much? We have 2 9 times and this will be 241 times. So we have this kerosene and petrol in the ratio 9 is to 41. Okay, 9 is to 41. So that means what? When we are having 50 liter of this mixture, so 9 liter of we have kerosene and 41 liters we have petrol. Now what it is saying, 8 liters are drawn off and then the vessel is filled with petrol. Okay, so if I drew 8 liter from this, okay, if I drew 8 liter from this, okay, then how much of this is removed? How much of this is removed? 8 into 9 by 50. Okay, how much of this kerosene is removed? 8 into 9 by 50. And how much of this petrol is removed? 8 into 41 by 50. Okay, 8 into 9 by 50 and 8 into 41 by 50. And then the vessel is filled with petrol. Okay, and then the vessel is filled with petrol. We have, it is saying a container is full of a mixture of kerosene and petrol in which there is 18% kerosene. 8 liters are drawn off and then vessel is filled with petrol. If the kerosene is now 15%, how much does the container hold? Okay, so it is saying what? That you are having 18% of kerosene. Okay, 18% of kerosene. Then 8 liters are drawn off and then the vessel is filled with petrol. and then the vessel is filled with petrol. Now the kerosene is 15%. Okay, now the kerosene is 15%. Now see what it is saying, that if I completely remove 8 liters, then this comes down to this. So in allocation formula, इसको we can express like this, like you write 8 here. Okay, so when you have 8 liters of kerosene here, so how much of petrol did you have here? Zero. Okay, 0%. Sorry, we are talking about petrol. Okay, so what I am saying here, that there is 8 liter of petrol here. Okay, and 0 liter of kerosene. 0 liter of kerosene, and then the average is how much? 15%. Then the average is how much? 15%. You have 0 liter of kerosene here, and you have 15% now. So here you are having, when 8 liters of petrol, you are having 0% kerosene. Okay. uh, and now you are having 15%, and earlier you were having 18%. Earlier you were having 18%. Now you want this quantity. Okay, now you want this quantity. Now this is 8 liter of petrol. Okay, now this is 8 liter of petrol. Fine. And now you want this 18% wala quantity. So let us find this out. What we will have here is, this 8 corresponds to this 3. Okay, and this, so we can write 8 by this quantity, let's say q is equals to 3 by 15. 3 by 15. So this 8 by q is equals to 3 by 15 we are getting. So this quantity is equals to how much? 15 into 8 by 3. So that means 40. That means 40. See, what I did here is, please try to understand in this question. It is saying a container is full of a mixture of kerosene and petrol, and we are having 18% of kerosene. Okay, we are having 18% of kerosene, and then 8 liters are drawn off, and then vessel is filled with petrol. If the kerosene is now 15%, how much does the container hold? So basically what we are saying here, that we are having this 0%, 0% of kerosene here, where in this 8 liter, and now this 8 liter is trying to pull down from this mixture. Let us take it as q or x liter. This 8 liter is trying to pull down this to 15% from 18%. Okay, earlier we have how much percentage of kerosene? 8. And now see, we are doing this in just reverse. Okay, कि मान लीजिए आपके पास, like imagine if you have 8 liters of petrol. Okay, now you are adding some mixture of kerosene and petrol, and now it becomes 18%, and now it becomes 15%, and this had 18% kerosene. So in that case, you will easily apply this, है ना? What I am saying, let me explain this in Hindi as well. तो मैं ये ऐसे बोल रही हूँ कि मान लीजिए पहले आपको बोला होता कि आपको 8 लीटर पेट्रोल दिया हुआ है, ठीक है ना, एंड देन आपने उसमें x लीटर पेट्रोल और केरोसिन का मिक्सचर ऐड किया, जिसमें 18% केरोसिन है। तो अब जो मिक्सचर रिजल्ट हुआ उसमें 15% केरोसिन है। तो मुझे पता है इसमें केरोसिन कितना है? 0% है ना? तो सेम क्वेश्चन हैज बीन गिवन। आपको पहले क्या बोला गया कि पहले 18% केरोसिन था, बट देखिए हमें क्या करना है, वेन एवर वी राइट दिस, वी हैव टू राइट दिस लोअर एवरेज एट द लोअर एंड. Okay, lower average at the lower end. So this becomes what? This becomes 15, है ना? This becomes 15 and this becomes 3. So this becomes what? X by 8. So what are you going to have your x as? 15 by 3 into 8. So this becomes 40 liter. So now you have your answer as 40 liter. So even this can be done. Okay, even this can be done in your answers. So I hope everybody is clear with this concept. Guys, look at this. This question can also be done in another way. See what I am saying here. You have been given that in 40 liter, read this question once again. A mixture of 40 liter of milk and water contains 10% water. How much water should be added to it to increase the percentage of water by 25%? Okay, how much water should be added to it? So you have this 40 liter of milk and water. Okay, 40 liter of milk and water. So in this, how much water you are having? You are having this 10% of water. Okay, this 10% of water. Okay, so you have this 40 liter and this 10% of water. Fine. Then how much water should be added to make this 25%? Okay, so you have to make this 25%, and this is what? This is 100%, because we will add some water. Let us take this as x. Okay, let us take this as x. Fine. So what are we going to get here? You will have what? This x is equals to x by 40 is equals to 15 by 75. Okay, 15 by 75. So we know this is easily solvable. What? You will have this 5 3 times. Okay, this is 5 15 times. Okay, 55 5 25. Okay, and this is 3 1 times, 3 5 times, and this is 5 1 times, and this is 5 8 times. So x is equals to 8. So I told you two methods here. Okay, and this method is the simplest. See, what we did here is a mixture of 40 liter of milk and water contains 10% water. How much water should be added to it to increase the percentage of water to 25%? Okay, so we have 40 liter of milk and water. Okay, and 10% of water in this. तो बस वी हैव टू राइट दिस इन अवर एलिगेशन फॉर्म ओनली. तो पहले 40 लीटर आपका मिल्क एंड वाटर का मिक्सचर है, उसमें आपका 10% वाटर है. देन आपका वाटर का परसेंटेज 25% हो गया जब आपने x लीटर ऑफ वाटर ऐड किया, और x लीटर ऑफ वाटर में वाटर का परसेंटेज क्या है? 100%. सो दिस विल बिकम व्हाट? x by 40 is equals to, this is 15. Okay, 15 by 20 75. Okay, 75, and this is 15 one times, 15 5 times. You will have this as 8, and this will be become x is equals to 8 liters. So I hope everybody is clear with this thing. Okay, I hope everybody is clear with this thing. Now these questions we have already done. A lot of questions we have done. Okay. Guys, look at this question we have. It is saying a bag contains a total of 105 coins. Okay, and in that we have rupees 1 coin, and we have 50 paise coin. Okay, and we have 25 paise denomination coin. Find the total number of coins of rupees 1 if there are total 50.5 rupees in the bag, and it is known as and it is known that the number of 25 paise coin are 133.33% more than 1 rupee coin. Okay, 133.33% more than 1 rupee coin. Okay, fine. So see what information we have been given. First of all, it is saying that the total number of 105, there are total number of 105 coin. So we have one this as let's say coin of 1 rupee as CO, coin of 25 paise as CT, and coin of 50 paise as CF. Okay, and then it is saying CO plus CT plus CF. Okay, okay, is equals to 105. Fine. Then what it is saying, the total rupee is 50.5. So CO plus 1 rupee will contribute 1 only, and this CT means 0.25 into CT. Okay, and this means 0.5 into CF is equals to how much? 50.5. Okay, 50.5, fine. So if you want to simplify, what you can do, write this CO as CO, this CT as CT by 4. Okay, CT by 4, because 0.25 is what? 1 by 4. And this CF you can write as CF by 2, because 0.5 is what? 1 by 2. So this will become 50.5. So इसका LCM ले लेंगे तो क्या हो जाएगा? 4CO plus 4CT plus sorry, this will be CT itself. Okay, and this will be 2 times of CS is equals to how much? Just multiply 4 here. So 50.5 में if you will multiply 4, so this will be 5 4 are 20, and this will be 5 4 are 20. So you will have 202. Okay, you will have 202. Okay, 202, a little bit lag here. Okay, so you have this two equations, CO plus CT plus CF is equals to 105, and you have this equation 4CO plus CT, okay, plus 2CF, I hope I am doing the calculation correct, is equals to 50.5. 5 4s are 20, to carry 5 4s are 20. Okay, so this is 202. Fine. Now see, I don't need this 50 paise coin, because I have the relationship between the coin of 1 rupee and the coin of how much? 25 paise. Okay. So just eliminate this. So isko 2 times kar lijiye. So now you have 2CO plus 2CT plus 2CF is equals to what? 105 into 2 is 210, and this is 202. Okay, this is 202, and you have here 4CO plus CT plus CT. Okay, and you have this 2CF. Now just subtract this. So you have this minus of 2CO. Okay, minus of 2CO. Fine, and you have this minus of 2CO plus CT, and this will get cancelled, and this will be is equals to 8, is equals to what? 8. So you are having this CT minus 2CO is equals to 8. Okay, and you have this it is saying that the number of 25 paise coin is equals to 133.33 times more than 1 rupee coin. So that means 1 plus uh, 1.33 or 34 times, let us say, of this CO. Okay. Okay. So one plus this times of CO. Okay. So that means 2.34 times more than CO. CT is equals to 2.34 times more than CO. Okay. So now, obviously, we can put this here. So 2.34 times of CO is minus 2 point this CO. Okay, is equals to 8, is equals to what? 8. Fine. So this will become what? 0.3 times of CO is equals to 8. Okay, 0.3 times of CO is equals to 8. Fine. Now, obviously, we can find it out. ठीक है ना? Number of 1 rupee coin is equals to 0.3 times of CO. So this will be 80 by 3. So this will be what? 3 twos are 6. All right. And this will be what? 3 twos are 6. This will be 20. Okay. So we have 3 twos are 6, and this will be 20. So we have 3 6 are 18. Okay, we have 3 6 are 18. So 26 point something is coming for us. All right. So this is our answer. See, students, so in this question, um, I am getting this as 26. Okay, I am getting this as 26. But see, I have taken only 0.33, whereas it is 0.34. Okay, whereas it is 0.34. So 0.34 times of C0. So see what you can do here. You got this as 8, 0.3, and this is 8. All right. So what we can do here, this will be a little less. Okay, this will be a little less. So this C 0. Divide this 0.34, okay, by this 34, 800 by 34. Okay, so then whatever the answer you are getting, that will be the correct answer. Okay, that will be the correct answer for you. So this will come approximately equal to between 24 and 25, but that is not given in the answer. So because exact answer is not given, it is coming to be none of these. The method is same, okay, but from where I am giving you this question, the answer is coming to be 24. Okay, the answer is coming to be 24. So you all can please check if anybody is getting answer near to this 24. I am not getting this answer near to this 24. Okay, I am nowhere getting this answer to be 24. So please check it. All right. If there is some calculation mistake, I have done this question many times. I am getting this answer only. All right. So this is up for this class. We'll meet in the next class.